I do want to talk really quickly about some Destiny stuff because I feel like I've seen some other people do it. I feel like it's kind of time that I kind of touch on what I think about the Edge of Fate as a expansion, as where Destiny is going in the future, and if it's worth playing, if it's worth buying, if it's worth the money, if it's worth playing. So I just want to touch on it really quick before I get into the stream tonight. First things first, the campaign. I enjoy the campaign. I played the campaign once all the way through with my Warlock. I'm starting it on a Titan with a couple buddies. And for me, the campaign checked the boxes. It was a nice long campaign, gave us plenty of stuff to do. The writing, the narrative was intriguing. It brought some mystery back. I know that there's a lot of talk about, oh, you turn into a matter ball too much, or you have to use this. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the puzzle aspect of that stuff. I enjoyed the turn into the ball, go here, get the relocator, shoot the thing, turn back into the ball. Go. Like I liked it. I liked it. And I kind of thought that that's what it was going to be. So for me, I did not think, oh, we're going to use the matter ball one or two times and then that's it. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the campaign. It checked the box for me. I liked the writing of it. Yeah, it was cool. I like that. I saw another streamer or a few streamers now talk about kind of the exotic armor. There's 3 new pieces, 1 for each class. To me, I haven't played around with the Warlock one probably as much as I should, but to me, it feels underwhelming. I unlocked it after doing the legendary campaign, and again, it just felt underwhelming. I think that they need to go in and buff it, at least the Warlock one. Again, I have not used Hunter or Titan, the new exotics for them, but the Warlock one just, again, feels underwhelming. There's no reason why I would switch to that over using something else. 3rd iteration, Graviton Spike are cool. To me, 3rd iteration felt, before it came out and it was bugged, I guess it was doing too much damage. To me, that felt like what an exotic weapon should feel like. So I really enjoyed that right out the gate. It got nerfed. It scaled back the damage to, I guess, what it was supposed to be. And to me, it's good. It's a good exotic, but it just sort of feels, I think I'm looking at Destiny to make the exotics feel exotic, and sometimes they just don't. So I think that that's kind of more of a game-wide problem right now. Let's talk about we talked about the campaign, we talked about the exotics. I've done the raid now twice. I did not go and do the raid on contest mode, but the Desert Perpetual raid, I enjoy it. I like that it's non-linear. I like that you get to pick your encounters and the order that you want to do them. I watched contest mode and goddamn, it looked ball busting. Now, I've seen online, there's this debate. Should contest mode be that hard? Should Bungie, not let people, or not make people loadout swap? Is it this? Is it that? For me, would I have loved to have gotten the emblem? Would I have loved to have done contest mode? Yes, 150%. But I knew that I did not have a strong enough fire team, and maybe even I was not up to par to go in and do contest mode. I do agree, contest mode should be the top of the top, the people who want to go in there and spend 13, 15, 20 hours and grind it out. And they get the emblem and it fucking looks good. However, I do think that, and this will segue into the next thing here. Bungie changed up all of the stuff with the armor tiers. There's new weapon tiers. There's armor set bonuses. Contest mode, anything should be dropping the top of the top stuff because that is the top of the top activity. So everyone who completed contest mode should have gotten tier 5 weapons and tier 5 armor. Just boom, give it to them. Done. I like the changes. I like the changes that they've done systematically to the game, but I do feel like they need to figure out the grind. They need to figure out how to make the grind pay off in a way to where people are not running the same activity over and over and over. That's a problem. I think that when you have people who go in and say, hey, I want to grind until my dick falls off, and the best, most logical grind is doing the same activity 10 hours a day for 5 days a week to get to whatever. To me, it's just like, dude, that takes all the fun out of Destiny. Bungie should have had the raids and dungeons ready to go, dropping, to go with the power grind. That it should have been a part of The portal, which we'll get to, it should have been a part of the portal. It should have been ready to go. And I think that there should be some more variety in the way that you grind for power. I like that the power grind is slower, but again, if someone's going to do Onslaught, which is maybe a 40 or 50 minute activity, or someone's going to do an exotic mission, maybe, which is a little bit longer, they need to have a reason to be doing that rather than running a mission that maybe takes 2, 3, 4, 6 minutes. And you get the exact same amount of loot. It doesn't make sense to me. So they brought out the portal, which was kind of a new activity hub. And I like the portal. I like the way that it kind of simplifies, like, hey, you want to do this? Boom, here's all your activities. You can throw the modifiers on. You can do this. I do like it. But again, to go back to what I just said, it has to be a situation where the grind makes sense. You have to be rewarded for doing longer activities or for doing raids or for doing dungeons. You have to get better gear and you have to level up faster than doing a 6-minute mission or an 8-minute mission. It just, presently, it doesn't make sense. And I'm hoping that Bungie can kind of pull that together and make it make sense in the future. Again, I'm okay with the longer power grind, but they need to figure out how to kind of mainline or streamline the portal so that it pays players for doing longer and better activities and higher difficulty activities. I also think that we should have contest modifiers on all raids and all dungeons to be one of the things. So if you want to grind out contest mode, if you want to see what, you're obviously you're not going to get an emblem. You're not going to get, the first 48-hour emblem. But if you want to grind out contest mode, do it. Why not? Let players play the game how they want to play it. That's my biggest thing. Let players play the game how they want to do it. With all that being said, I think the obvious question is the Edge of Fate worth it? Should I be playing it? Is it worth the money? For me, I'm enjoying it. I am. I truly am. I know my buddy Teach is enjoying it. I've got a couple other friends that have jumped in and they're enjoying it. They're not grinding their dick off to get to an ungodly number in the first 2-3 weeks or whatever, but they are enjoying it. Is it worth, whatever, the $40 for the expansion or the $100 for the year? That's up to you. I can't make that decision for you. That's something that if you enjoy the game at the core, this is more Destiny. This is more Destiny. There's some more activities. There's more things to do. There's a new raid. And if that gets your rocks off, then by all means, pick up the expansion, play it, enjoy it, but understand that that is what you were getting. They have changed up enough things to where it feels like a slight refresh. It feels slightly kind of newer or new-ish. And for me, that was cool. That was again, I'm enjoying my time with it. But I enjoy the game. I do. I will say this, for future releases, Bungie has to figure out a way, and I'll end it after this, but Bungie has to figure out a way to put out a release without a shit ton of bugs. There was bugs with the day one raid. There was bugs with, running and guns and this and that. And it just can't happen because it makes it look so much worse than it is. And I think that you have a good deal of the player population that jumps in, they're excited to run stuff, and then they're plagued by bugs, and it just is a major turnoff. So that would be my big thing, is that I think Bungie has to be better at putting out expansions that do not have, a full page of bugs associated with the day one release, or even 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in. So I'll end it there. That's my rant. That's all my pros. That's all my cons. I'm enjoying it. And I would say that if you like Destiny, you enjoy the game, you like the lore, you like the grind, 100% jump in. If you are sick of it, if you're sick of where it's going, if maybe the final shape was a good send-off for you, maybe give it a year. Let's see where this saga goes. Because for me, this was a cool start of a new saga. And I'm excited to see where it goes, but maybe you wanted to ramp it up a little bit before you jump back in. So I'll leave it there. That's my Edge of Fate review. That's it. And if you guys enjoyed that, give me a like, subscribe down below, please follow, and I will talk with you guys soon. Cool.